Howdy ho guys, I'm going to stop by. It's reasonably late. It's about 9:45 or something. So I'm going to stop and chat about a movie tonight. It's Aquaman. No, I don't really know anything about this Aquaman. I saw a couple of clips of it and stuff, and I'm starting to lose my faith in movies like this. They used to be so much better, didn't they? You know? So this is not very good. This movie is about 97% CGI. How much CGI would you like in this movie? Yes? Fucking yes. Just fucking yes. All the fucking CGI, yes. Fucking yes. One issue I really had with this movie is I just didn't find it very stimulating. I didn't find it very stimulating to look at, for starters. It's just so much CGI. I find CGI incredibly boring to look at. I'm so used to it. So many people do it. There's just so much CGI in this movie. So much fucking CGI that I don't even know why they made it a live action film. I don't know why they made it. I just don't know why they did just make a CGI movie, because it's like 99.9% CGI. It's so CGI that I just don't even know that it's just their bodies. When is it actually their bodies? Because holy shit, most of the time it's a CGI body. I swear to God, it's like they superimposed their heads onto CGI bodies. It's like the Cats movie, where it's like, it's live action, it's actual people, but they've put so much fucking CGI onto the characters that it just looked so fake and CGI, and it's like, is this actually their bodies? This is the problem with this. It's so many CGI bodies. Like, it's just, I just look at it and I'm like, that's a CGI body. I swear it's a CGI body. There's like these soldiers in this as well. These soldiers in like kind of like armour, and like there's fighting going on and they're all CGI. Like, is it too hard to like make like Aquaman fight actual guys in suits? They're just CGI. You can just see that the CGI, he's fighting CGI people. It's the most boring movie I've ever fucking seen in my life. It's just not a fun movie. I was just bored. I was so incredibly bored during this movie. I was just bored. I was yawning. I was thinking about what makeup I'm gonna do tomorrow. My mind was just continuously wandering. It just did not hold my attention at all. So much plot armour, guys. I didn't feel that any of the characters were in danger in this. I knew nobody was gonna die. I just knew nobody was gonna die. Nobody was in danger. They're swimming and getting away from CGI creatures. So it's not even terrifying because they're clearly CGI characters and creatures. Then it just doesn't feel threatening at all. You don't feel no fear. You don't feel no suspense. You don't think, oh my God, this character might die. You just know nobody's gonna die. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Nobody's gonna get their feelings hurt. Nothing bad ever fucking happens in this movie. There's some really big actors in this, and it's completely wasted on a garbage movie. Nicole Kidman's in it. Nicole Kidman is in it at the start, and then at the end, because spoiler, Queen of the Atlantia isn't dead. She's not dead. She's just in another world with dinosaurs. It's got dinosaurs in it. This place is so hidden from humanity, from the world, that it's still got dinosaurs in it. It's just a tacky, cheap, garbage fucking movie. It's boring. It's unstimulating. The plot. Iron Man is a half-breed. He's half human, half Atlantean, wherever the fuck they are. The people live under the sea, so he's a half-breed, and he's gonna be the king. I'm gonna be a mighty king. So he's gonna be the king, and he has to be a king. Doesn't want to be a king, but he has to be, because he has to. It's just, he has to do it doesn't have a choice. It's a sad scenario. One doesn't want to be king, but he has to be. So he has to find this magic trident. That only the true king can take away, and there's a big octopus squiddy thing. The highlight for me, guys, was when the octopus was on the drums. There's a scene, it's literally 2 seconds long. This CGI octopus is on the drums, just letting himself go, just letting his head, his tentacles down. He's just on the drums for a brief moment. That's fucking exciting. I liked that. It's literally the only thing I fucking liked. I was excited by it. Oh, look, an octopus on drums. Oh fuck, it's gone. She was so fucking over. There's a bit as well where his brother, the enemy, the one who's trying to be king too, wants to be king. And he's like, I'm not king, call me master of the ocean. I don't know why. It made me laugh so incredibly hard. It was just so cheesy. And I don't know whether my eyes deceived me. I was so incredibly bored that my brain just injected some interest and exciting moments into it. But he had this helmet on and he's like, call me master of the ocean. And it's almost like his helmet's just disappearing. It's like his face is disappearing into a black hole. I don't know, I think his helmet's moving slightly and it's making his eyes really, really small. I am not your king, call me master of the ocean. I can't fucking see because my eyes are so incredibly small now. So yeah, don't like any other characters. I just don't know what it just didn't take the identities of the characters. They wanted these actors obviously to be in this. Why didn't they just like take their likeness and just put them in a CGI movie like Shark Tale, the really, really terrible fish movie with Will Smith, Angelina Jolie, Christina Aguilera in it. They're all really ugly CGI fish. Why didn't they just do this with this movie? It would have made it fucking so much better. I just cannot believe how much of the bodies are CGI. Like, it's like they didn't even motion capture them swimming. They didn't even motion capture them floating. They didn't motion capture them doing anything like that. They just slapped them on a CGI body. The hair is quite nice looking. The floaty hair looks really good. But the rest of the movie looks absolutely garbage. Like the bodies, they just stood there and their bodies just look CGI. I don't know if they are, but the bodies just look CGI. And it's absolutely awful. It's absolutely god-awful. I didn't have high hopes for it, but I went in with an open mind thinking I might love it because I have gone into movies thinking I was going to hate them. Lord of the Rings, I know nothing about it. I thought it was going to be like Dungeons and Dragons, and I was pleasantly surprised. Those movies are absolutely great. Even today, they hold up. It's absolutely great. Like the CGI in this looks absolutely god-awful. There was so much CGI in the Matrix movies. Like all them Agent Smiths were CGI. But I think it looks miles better compared to this. Neo's CGI in a lot of those scenes and stuff, I think. And it just looks so much better than this modern movie. It's crazy. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't fucking remember. Just don't fucking remember at all. What was I talking about? It's something to do with Lord of the Rings. Why? Why was I talking about Lord of the Rings? Taters, precious taters. Oh yeah, fucking cool. Yeah, so I went in to watch Lord of the Rings, thinking I'd absolutely hate it, and it was amazing. Same with Iron Man. I thought I would hate it, and I really liked it. I was so pleasantly surprised. And these are movies that I went in thinking I was going to hate. So I kind of went in with an open mind thing. I've seen some things about it. It kind of looks decent-ish. The costume looks kinky as fuck. He's just naked, covered in sequins. So I was massively disappointed by it. I don't even think Marcus liked it all that much. And Marcus really wanted to see it. He complained that there was not enough. He didn't ride any sharks. There's a model of him on a shark. He doesn't once ride any sharks. No, doesn't. The speed of them when they swim as well, and the fact they can talk underwater really pisses me off. Why didn't they just telepathically, like, telepathy, like Primal, the game Primal, underwater in a second. The second realm is underwater, and they talk through telepathy, and it's much more realistic than actually talking underwater. So why didn't they just do telepathy? I can't say this word. Telepathy. Is that right? Why didn't they do something like this? It would have been better. He wouldn't even have to fucking bother making the cast fucking move their mouths. They could have been even lazier with it. It's just an absolute disappointment. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be an absolutely flamboyantly amazing, shivering fucking wow gobsmackery of a movie. But I was expecting it to be a little bit better than it was. Jesus Christ, it's so... I've never been so bored. Never ever in my life during a movie where I've wanted it to end so fucking much. Like, I didn't even find the plot really that enthralling. Even the bad guy looks like a fucking ant. What the fuck? I knew he weren't even dead. That's how much plot armor they got on this. They get absolutely blasted to smithereens with I don't know why he's indestructible. Like, why is he so indestructible? He's getting blown up and hit with laser beams and shit that should just evaporate a human being. Like, the lasers melt metal. And there was also a fucking Fifth Element rip-off, like, oh, it's not working, it needs water, let's drop some sweat onto it. This is from the Fifth Element. Stop fucking stealing ideas. They had to do this in the Fifth Element, same sort of thing. It's like a weird thing they have to put in and it's not working. Then she realises, oh, it used to be an underwater realm, so it's not underwater anymore, it's now a desert, so it needs water. So she draws sweat from him and drops it on. That's been done in the Fifth Element. Don't like the characters. He was amazing in Game of Thrones. I didn't think it was... I just don't know. Don't like Aquaman. Why did it call him H2O Man? It sounds much better, doesn't it? Wet Man. Here comes Wet Man. That just sounds corny, doesn't it? God damn. It's just like there's so many actors in this and they're just all wasted on a shit movie. Did they know it was going to be this shit? Because you know The Thing, the remake of The Thing, like the remake, because it's the original black and white movie in it. It was remade into John Carpenter's The Thing, which is one of the most amazing movies ever. Holy shit, so great. Still so great. And then they remade it. And it's so full of CGI that I just roll my eyes and I think, right, I'm never going to watch that because it's just ruined, because it just doesn't look as good as it used to. And apparently they did a lot more practical effects, and the editing team was like, no, that's fucking shit, no one will want to see that, so let's just slap a shitload of CGI over it because that's what people want nowadays. And it just looks like a lazy, typical, cliche fucking modern day remake. Like, oh god, look at all the CGI. It's terrible. So I don't know if they did the same with this, whether there was more practical effects and they just slapped a shit ton of CGI over it. I don't know. But it's just not okay. Fucking hell, so much CGI. So much CGI in this. I just find it so incredibly boring to look at. I don't know why. It's glowing, it's beautiful. Underwater, there's loads of glowing things. So some of the creatures are really interesting. Like they almost look like a seahorse mixed with a dragon. I don't know what they are. They're just like a lizard seahorse combination thing. It's quite cool. The sharks look really cool. And Aquaman don't fucking ride any. Should have fucking ridden some. Why did they go so fucking fast in the water? Why do they swim like they've got a torpedo up their asses? I don't see no flippers, no webbed fingers, nothing. But they can just speed through the water so fucking quickly. So yeah, it's like blues and glows and all kinds of pretty effects, but I'm just so incredibly numb to CGI because it's used so much that I just sat there like, this is really boring to look at. I'm not stimulated. I'm not excited. I don't really want to watch this movie. I can just tell it's not going to be exciting for me. And the plot armour and shit, like, you just don't feel scared or threatened, like, oh my god, are they going to make it? Oh fucking hell. And I just don't connect with the characters. I'm not almost worried for them. I'm not like, oh god, I hope he don't die because I really like him. Just no connection with the characters at all. I just don't think they're very dimensional characters. They're just strong, incredibly immune to explosions and danger. superheroes. I mean, I don't know whether they've just said, let's just fucking have fun with this. Fuck physics, fuck all that like shit that fucking matters in the world. How fucking fast they swim through the water. Oh my god, they can speak under the water and everything. It's like they've thrown everything out realistic. I know that's not realistic, but let's just have fun. Let's make a fun, let our hair down, don't give a fuck what people think superhero movie. But it just doesn't come across as fun. It comes across as aggravatingly inaccurate and lazy. I was just trying to think, look at this as, this is a fun superhero movie. We don't give a fuck, we're just gonna have fun. Like, you know, some movies just, it's a movie, you know, you can do shit that you wouldn't do in real life. And sometimes it works and sometimes it's fun, but it just doesn't work in this. It just comes across as really fucking cheesy, tacky, kitschy, fucking just awful. I do not recommend this movie. It's absolutely terrible. I don't know how much it costs to make because it's just absolutely fucking terrible. Oh God. I was just my mind just drifted all of the time. I was just thinking about anything but the movie because it's just terrible. Why are they so indestructible? Yes, they're superheroes. I'm guessing. Of course they're superheroes. But it's just... But yeah. I'm just shikibbered. Absolutely shikibbered. But just like the guys in the suits, for example, who can't... He's just fighting these obvious CGI fucking guys. I think sometimes they are actually men in a costume, in a suit of armour. Like on the beach, I think they're actually stood there in the armour. I'm not sure, but when he's fighting them, it's all CGI. Like, you can't even fucking choreograph this fucking fight scene. You just can't be bothered. Do it with CGI. Why bother with the fucking effort to make these guys learn this routine of fighting? Why make people do their own stunts anymore? Just make it fucking CGI. CGI can be done, and it can look good, and it can have its good points. Like, sometimes CGI is needed. Sometimes CGI looks great, but all the way through the movie, it's just not okay. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. Garbage. Absolute garbage. And it's so sad because superhero movies can be really, really great, but this is just absolutely poor. So poor. Fuck poor. Gonna go. Thanks guys for watching. Bye bye now.